Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, thank you. Shana Tova. Once again, it is a tremendous honor and privilege to stand before you this evening as the president of the Board of Trustees at Rodef Shalom Congregation. Although this is now the third time that I've stood before you in this capacity, I still probably get the most nervous on the bima tonight. I've always really loved and appreciated Rosh Hashanah as a holiday, not because it's a great opportunity to get to see all of you and celebrate together, which of course it is, but because it gives me space to think about the past year, where we've come and where we may go next. Any sort of New Year marker inevitably causes me to reflect back on where I've been as a person, where I want to go, and what comes next for my family, my job, and of course this congregation. Even as someone who always likes to think about what comes next, Rosh Hashanah gives me space to be reflective on the past year and the experiences that we have shared together. I am incredibly proud of the work of the clergy and the staff of this congregation. One of the things that I realized very early on in this role as president is how much gets done in this building and how many people it actually takes to make this place run. There are so many people, front-facing or behind the scenes, that deserve our appreciation, too many to name tonight. I ask that if you have the opportunity, either this evening or in the coming days, or even weeks from now, please make sure to thank every clergy and staff member for their work to help for this to come together and celebrate in this place, especially our executive director who printed this for me because I forgot it at home when I was on my way. So special thank you to him. Okay, full disclosure and a little bit behind the curtain this evening. I usually ask Rabbi Henry to send me her sermon for tonight ahead of time so I can see if there are any threads or themes that I can maybe weave into my own remarks. I know what you're thinking. It's not plagiarism. I didn't write this using ChatGPT. It's me looking for some inspiration, which Rabbi Henry consistently provides me. When I had a chance to read Rabbi Henry's sermon for the first time, I actually got a bit emotional at my desk. The words, "Of course you may play." What a beautiful image and a message for us on Rosh Hashanah. For those of you who don't know, my day job is as an elementary school principal in the Avonworth School District. I have about 625 students in grades 3rd through 6th, and when I tell you that there is never a dull day, I could tell you story after story, and for those of you who are in the room who have worked in education or work in education, you know exactly the kind of stories I'm talking about. But being able to work with students aged 8 to 12 has also been such a rewarding and enlightening experience for me. One of the things that I've always been inspired by is the willingness for students to see each other as classmates and equals, to want to extend a hand, to play together on the playground, or to help one another with a project, or comfort one another when they are sad or upset. If you could see the interactions that I see on a regular basis, the way I see them interact, I think every single one of you would be inspired in some way, shape, or form. When I hear people say, "I am really worried about the future," I tell them, I wish you could see what I see every single day. The small acts of kindness and empathy that some of our youngest people show would restore some of your faith. I promise you that. My hope and my vision for this congregation and for our Reformed community in Pittsburgh as a whole is to continue to work toward modeling ourselves more after an elementary school. Maybe less playground arguments or spilled milk in the cafeteria. I said less, not zero, just less. And as Rabbi Henry noted, we should strive to be a community where our identity, where we come from, or our journey that brought us here isn't what defines us. While those are important aspects of our lives and what has made us who we are today, it can't be what we cling to. We must continue to strive to be a place where we consistently work towards the betterment of the entire community and each other. I hope you will continue to join me in this work that stands before us as we try to continue to build a sustainable, meaningful community for all to enjoy this year and for many years to come. I wish you and your family a happy new year. Shana Tova.